You're being dramatic. Calm down. You're not going to be the first Karen I encounter.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're ready for one of the most hilarious body cam video you've seen in a while. So this Karen was getting her car towed and she didn't want to pay the bill and she ended up in cuffs. But the officer that arrested her is one of the most savage officers I have ever seen. And by the way, if you're into music and synthesizers, watch all the way till the end because I do have an announcement. I started a new channel focused on my music. I'll talk about that later. Without further ado, let's get started.
Hi.
I parked in a spot for one of the sneaks that wasn't for my job, and they called. And so when I came down to move my car, he had already hooked it, and it didn't allow me to park in the right one, which are the ones right next to there. So basically, I just want a police report showing my claim, which is that I shouldn't be told that I didn't want to leave, that I didn't want to pay him right away, just like that, or allow him to tow me.
Okay, so that's your car?
That's my car,
and you're not allowed to be parked here? Is that the issue?
I work in another suite, so I went up there to check what was going on to try to move my car. By the time I came down, it was open, but he was already here, and he's like, either you pay me or I take your car.
So who called to... the property manager called to tow your car? Okay, unfortunately, it's a private matter. I can't even write a police report for you. Okay,
can you write a police report that I am unwilling to leave?
No, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. Okay, this is a civil matter.
So what if I don't leave?
Let me talk. So this is a civil matter between you and me. I can't even get involved. I'm here to basically maintain the peace. He's doing his job.
So we can stay here like for 4 days?
No, technically you cannot do that. Do you have time to stay here 4 days? Because I'm pretty sure you don't, and he doesn't either.
But that's the claim.
Okay.
That's why I need a police report.
There's no claim and there's no police report. Okay, nothing criminal is going on here.
Well, he's asking me, it's like extortion, asking me to pay some money to get my car out.
So, I don't know if you can tell he's wearing a Alpine towing. He's doing his job.
But I don't have any police report, nothing.
Right.
You know, that is the wrong spot. The manager didn't come down.
There's no police. Do you understand that this is a civil matter? It's not a police matter?
Okay.
Okay. I cannot give you a police report for something criminal that's not even going on. You parked at the wrong spot, right? Correct? Yes or no? Did you park in the wrong spot? Yes or no? I don't want to hear other than yes or no. Did you park in the incorrect spot? You didn't?
No, because I went to Suite 202. I went to speak to the manager about not having any spots anywhere when I rented a room and we were supposed to have a spot. And then when I came down after this small short term that I went to speak to the manager, he was blocking the 2 spots that I was supposed to park.
Right.
Do you see?
I get it, but you had already been parked here, so technically it was like you can't move your car. But I went
to the office that I was supposed to go to speak to management about the situation.
Right, but you still can't park there whether you go to talk to...
Of course I can, because that's where I went.
So whether you stay, I don't know.
That's where I went.
So, okay.
I just want her to pay.
Property manager thinks it's incorrect. You weren't supposed to park here, right?
I just want him to unhook me. Unhook me and then I'll
I don't work for a tow truck.
Well, that's extortion.
That's not extortion. That's not extortion.
So now we're about to get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is that this woman gets all her law knowledge from TikTok. And I'm not exaggerating. She says that herself, which is very problematic. Never trust law knowledge from TikTok. It will only land you in handcuffs, as we're about to witness.
Hook me, and
I can't. You bring me further than
No.
All right, not extortion, okay? That's not the legal term for extortion. He's not extortioning you.
It is, because he's telling me to pay him
I'm a police officer, so I'm telling you that's not
you
extortion.
You are not an attorney.
Okay?
You are not a law
I don't
expert.
Need to be. I am a law expert because I'm a police officer, so I'm telling you that's not extortion.
No, you guys don't
sound
study
ignorant.
law.
You sound ignorant. This whole thing, you sound ignorant, okay? Also,
I'm here for
that's his job. I don't know. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but once you hook the car, you're not allowed to unhook it, correct?
Unless he gets paid.
Besides the property,
unless he gets paid.
Well, that's not true, because I've seen a lot of instances where the car is unhooked when the person shows up.
Where on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, where
it doesn't matter because it's all real life stuff. It doesn't matter. You can't make fun of like real life stuff.
No, you don't. You can't go based off what you see on the phone.
You're being based off of theories, like imaginary theories.
Who's
You,
being based? I'm being based off of
you're saying that social media stuff is not real life.
it's not real life.
It's not real life.
No,
Oh,
anybody
wow.
can fake anything online.
Okay.
I feel so sorry for you,
Okay.
but okay. So you could either pay him, okay, if you want your car removed, or you can stay here for hours. I mean, I don't know.
Well, thank you for showing up.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
still waiting for my partner who's right here. So
If she don't want to pay it and she don't want to get out of my truck, because she's touching my
Right.
truck. She can't touch my truck.
right, so come here, let me talk to you for a second. So in a situation like this, civil matter.
Alright, so I want to introduce you to Officer Savage. That's not his real name, but today he has earned that title. This guy is about to brutally destroy this Karen in a way that I have never seen before. You can tell that he's not worried about offending her feelings and is just doing policing the old-fashioned way, where you just don't fuck around with these suspects for 45 minutes. Honestly, it's a beautiful sight to see. Take a look at this.
I don't know anything about the law, yada yada yada. She's one of those that goes by what she sees on TikTok and Instagram.
He's allowed to remove this car.
I just need a police report.
Okay, that's fine. You'll get one, but he's gonna move
She
the
said
car.
that she couldn't give me a police report.
You can write over it. All it's gonna say is that he's
Thank
gonna
you.
take the car, and you're gonna have to pay
No,
to get it back.
I want you to write that I was unwilling to move it because I went to the right suite. He's still willing to take my car, and he won't unhook it.
Well, the property owner wanted the car removed. The property owner owns the property, so he can have it removed.
But I work there, and I went
Then
to
you gotta
look for
speak
the
to the
property
property
owner.
owner. Then you
And
gotta
I did,
speak to
and
the-
that's why I need the police
Okay, so you're
report.
gonna get the report, but he's gonna take the car.
No, she
If
doesn't
you,
want.
I promise you one thing. If you don't move, I'll take you to jail.
Okay, take me to jail.
Okay, come here.
It's
No. No. This is worth it. Come here.
worth it.
Come over here.
Yeah.
If you don't come over here, you're gonna go to jail.
Okay, take me to
Hey,
jail.
come here.
No.
I told you to move.
Hey, relax. If you're pregnant, then relax. You're stressing yourself out. Turn around.
Okay, him.
Turn around.
It's too late for
Turn
that.
around. I'm pregnant.
It's too late for that.
Relax. I'm sorry.
It's too late for that.
Relax. Okay, hey, if you're pregnant, relax. Okay, you're stressing yourself out. Relax. Okay, chill.
I will pay.
Relax.
It's too late for that. We gave you an opportunity.
Turn around.
Stop resisting.
Is there any available unit in the north end?
You get on the radio. I'll handle
Can
it.
I just face you?
No.
Pregnant.
Stop resisting.
But can I turn?
No.
You're holding my arm.
Of course I
On
am.
their way. Come here.
unit?
Isn't it crazy that 2 minutes ago she wasn't pregnant and she was perfectly fine with having a Karen meltdown over what is probably $100, and all of a sudden, as soon as the handcuffs come on, all of a sudden she's pregnant? It doesn't make sense, lady. No one is buying your bullshit story. It's just an excuse that you're pulling out of your ass to try to get out of this situation. And it's not going to work because, once again, Officer Savage doesn't play around.
Hey,
Look what he did.
they're on their way. What do you need?
I'm trying to get it.
Another unit for what?
No. They said step them up, and that's what I want.
Okay, got it. Hey, chill. Relax.
You're going to jail.
Turn around. Turn around. Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do for now. Putting
Your arms are
handcuffs
gonna break.
for now.
If you keep resisting, your arms will be broken.
Turn around. We'll let you turn once I get you in handcuffs, okay?
You got it?
Yeah. Turn around.
There.
And look at me. You're pregnant? Hey, nothing's going on. Look at me. Nothing's going on with you? You said you're pregnant, right?
Yes.
Relax. Take a deep breath.
It's not fair what you guys are doing. It's just not fair.
Doing his job.
Yes, and I'm doing my job. You know I have an
That's not
appointment
your
at 3
job.
o'clock. Do you know what I do?
A tow truck is not your
He's
job.
blocking my spots right
We
here.
already
Do you
explained it to
see
you. We
it?
gave you an opportunity. You didn't want to move, now you're going to jail.
It doesn't make sense at all.
That's exactly how the law
It doesn't
works.
make sense.
We give you a lawful order to move, you refuse. That's resisting.
It's not
Come over
fair.
here.
Why are you being so rough?
He's disrespectful. No, he's being extremely rough.
But you're resisting.
At this point, yes, you are resisting.
Look at this is resisting. You're not going with
Oh,
me.
my arms! My arms!
Stop being dramatic.
This is all on camera, okay? Right here. This is good.
Nobody's hurting you.
He is. Look at how hard he is. No, that's just him grabbing your arm. He's too hard. That's just him grabbing
If you were to walk,
client.
it's too bad.
Okay, well, you don't want to look like somebody.
Let's go. The more you resist, the harder it's going to get.
Because I parked in the wrong spot.
No, that's not why you're being arrested. That's not why you're being arrested.
Because I wasn't willing to move because I had a client?
Yes, because you're not willing to move and
That's
listen to a police
insane.
order. You're being dramatic. Calm down.
Being dramatic is a little bit of an understatement. I would say that she's being a category 5 drama queen right now. I mean, holy shit. This Karen literally said, arrest me, take me to jail. And then she acts surprised when he does exactly that. Unbelievable.
What are you, a 14-year-old girl?
Look what he's doing to me. Look at my arm. Open my arm. See how the bruises that he put on there.
Bruises, ma'am.
Lift my thing.
Do me a favor, you're gonna make this worse for yourself, just chill out.
I need
chill
my
out.
purse.
We're gonna get
Left
it. Nobody's gonna take your
My
purse.
phone.
You grab her stuff, I'll stay
Yeah.
here with her.
Where's your stuff?
It's on the other side of the truck right by the pool. If you would just listen the first time and move.
I did listen.
No,
All
you
I
didn't.
needed was a police report. That's
Okay,
all I needed.
and
I
I
said
said, if you don't move,
I said I was
you're going
willing
to jail.
pay.
Be quiet 'cause I'm
But that
talking.
doesn't make sense
quiet
at
because I'm
all.
talking.
It doesn't. You don't have a warrant. You don't have nothing.
I don't need a warrant.
Tell me my
when
bill
you saw
of
that on
rights.
TikTok,
Yes.
then you're wrong.
No, I'm not
Educate
wrong.
yourself.
I do educate myself.
Really not.
Yes, you did.
Stay over here. If you had moved the first time when I told you, no, stay right here.
Police report. Look
That's
at
not
him.
what
He's
I-
bruising me all over, and I'm pregnant.
bruising
Yes, he is. Look at the way he's holding me. All I was asking was
Stay
for a
right here.
police report. Look
That's
at
not
him.
what
He's
I-
bruising me all over, and I'm pregnant. Yes, he is. Look at the way he's holding me.
Can I just stay right there, okay? The rest of them come check
Look
you
what
out.
he's doing.
Okay, you
I'm
stay right
all
there.
bruised.
There are literally no bruises
he's
on your
putting
body.
he's putting me in this like hot thing when I'm pregnant.
What hot thing? You're outside.
34.
called the world.
40 something feet.
Look at how rude he's being. Look at this.
Hey, we're gonna get your info
Yeah, I'm getting
for
it
the
now.
report, okay? And then you're gonna be free to go with the car.
Can you let go? You're putting bruises all
Stay
over my
against the
arm.
car.
Yeah, but let go of my arm.
I don't have to let go.
Yes, you do.
You're in custody. You're being arrested.
Because I asked for a police
That's
report.
not why you're being arrested.
And I said, I need a police report
not why you're
before I
being arrested.
pay. I said, I'm willing to pay. Please give me a police
Obviously, I
report.
wasn't here for the circumstances, but you're under arrest, okay? So you have to stay
You
here.
only
I'm just
offered
telling
to
you the
pay
story.
after
It's all on
Show you
camera.
how he's acting.
It's all
No,
recorded.
ask him. I told him I would
It's all
pay.
recorded. You don't-
Didn't I
you
tell
don't
you I
have
was
to
gonna
say
pay?
It's a car.
Ask
I'm not
him.
gonna tell you again.
Didn't I tell you I was gonna pay? All I said, I need a police report and I'll pay.
Ma'am,
He
I
doesn't
said
even
if
know
you
the
don't
story.
Move, if you don't move, you'll be arrested. You say, I'm not moving.
Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I know. You
That's
don't
not a
make sense.
reason for anyone to get arrested.
That's called obstruction.
No, it's not. I said I was gonna pay him.
After you were in handcuffs.
No, that's not true. I was talking to him
You're
before
saying
you
it's all on
arrived.
video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They will see that I was talking to him about
Okay.
paying.
When I say move and you say I'm not moving,
No, that's not.
obstruction.
That's not obstruction of law. Of course not.
You can
I'm a
Google that
free
on TikTok.
individual. Google that on TikTok. That's how you talk.
I'm not going to get my legal advice on TikTok.
That's so stupid that you guys keep bringing this up. It's so
You said it, not
ignorant.
me.
It's so ignorant.
You said it.
No, I did not.
I said, well, on TikTok.
No, I did never say that. No, I didn't. What a waste of taxpayers' money. Shameful on you. All those steroids for what? Can you tell the truth? That I told you I was gonna pay?
You're done. You're done talking.
No,
to
I'm
him.
not done. I can talk however I want,
He doesn't
whatever
have
I
to
want.
listen to you anymore.
Oh, it doesn't matter, but it's the truth. Yeah, it's recorded. It's recorded that I told him that I was paying him, that all I needed was a police report. You told me you couldn't give me a police report. Then he tells me he can give me a police report. So which is it? Who's correct?
To tell you that
Because I want to stand for my rights. Yes, I want to litigate my rights. I want to litigate justice.
You want to litigate your rights? What are you talking about, lady? Put down TikTok for 10 minutes and go read a book. Holy shit. Litigation is done in a courtroom. It's not done on the sidewalk. What is wrong with you? And at the end of the day, litigating your rights to what? To skip on a payment to a tow company? That has nothing to do with your First, Second, or Third Amendment right at all. Once again, this woman is suffering from the Dunning-Kruger effect. She thinks she knows so much, but she's too stupid and overconfident to realize how little she actually knows.
What you wanted was different than the one you're going to get now this week. Okay, but no, that's not what he said. When he arrived, he said I could get it regardless.
All it's going to say is that you weren't going to move, and that if you weren't going to move, you're going to go to
But
jail,
that's not what he
which
said.
is
And he
exactly
was
what
lying to
happened.
me in the beginning. In the beginning, he said he would give me the police report for what I was asking for.
A regular police report.
Yes, that's all I was asking for.
Yeah, we need to pat her down so we can get her in the car.
Do you have anything to talk?
Is that hers? All right. You gave her all your info? Phone number and all that? All right, man. As soon as we get out of the way, you'll be able to move. Good. Do you have a cage?
That's it, I'm 1500 for you.
This is my phone.
Yes, we understand that. Come over here. All right. Stand back here. Back up. I said back up.
Don't squeeze my arm.
You don't back
You're
up on your
bruising
own.
me all over.
wanted to
Watch
bruise
your
you, I would.
strength. Watch your strength. He's holding me too strong.
Okay.
Look at my arms.
Oh, really?
No, you need to watch your strength. Hey, are you crazy?
Get in the car. If I wanted to grab you hard, I would have.
Alright, so now they're going to bring her to the police station for resisting arrest. And that's when she decides to go off on him, saying that he's abusing steroids and all that shit. And he says one of the most legendary lines I've ever seen on bodycam. Because keep in mind, cops are always worried of how they appear. They don't want to get disciplined, so they try to stay respectful with citizens at all time. But I guess this woman really pushed his buttons to the point where he is straight up going to call her a Karen. Take a look at this.
Your business?
Okay, well, if the car's on your name, it is my business, so who is this?
I'm not answering. Bring an attorney or a judge here, or your supervisor.
You really should get better legal advice from TikTok.
Oh yeah, you love TikTok. You keep mentioning it. I didn't mention it once. It's funny how it's ruining your careers.
You're not going to be the first Karen I encounter.
Oh my god, another TikTok turn. Wow, beautiful.
Do you have the info?
Yeah.
For the car? For...
Stupid and a waste of time. You should be doing your job, writing reports. That's law enforcement. That's keeping the peace.
That's the guy.
Keeping the peace.
That's the guy.
You want her?
This is the. I want everybody's info.
Oh, okay. I gotta go get my notepad because I have the number and the name of the property
You know how
manager.
to lock the door.
Okay. We'll leave him for last.
The
It's fine.
steroids are getting to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just...
Ignore it. I just. Come on, Jesus.
Everybody can tell by the tone of your voice.
I'm telling you, that's just his voice.
You know, look
Yeah.
at his body. He's like all stagnant. That's my expertise.
Guys can't work out and be buff. Like, I don't get it.
He's not buff. Look at the size of his arms. Like it's like his trunk that is like totally inflamed. It's just totally blocked. He probably snores a lot at night too.
Do you snore?
He doesn't
I'm asleep,
know.
how would I know?
Yeah, you guess.
He doesn't know his own strength.
What else did
The
you
way he
need?
was
The address?
handling me,
I could get the address from
I
Karen.
get the
that's
license of
obstruction
DOB.
of justice.
Address DOB.
Like, who really knows the law? She said she couldn't write a report as a civil matter. He said he could write a report.
No, you
and
wanted
arrested me. So who
this
knows the law?
two different things. You wanted a report,
About the dispute.
right?
That's it. And I said I would
I
pay.
couldn't because it's a civil matter, correct?
But he said he did. He didn't
No,
even
once he
know.
got there, he told you to move. That's,
No, that was the first
it kind
thing
of
I
like went
asked.
downhill.
I asked, please, can I have a report? He's like, yes. And then he asked me to move. that's like the legal way. It's just what makes sense. There's a dispute between two parties. It's a civil matter. I want a witness to be here so that you hear my story, so that when I pay and I go to the judge and I say,
You didn't want to pay though.
back,
You didn't want to pay.
no, I told the guy, you can watch the video. I said, I will pay if you unhook me. I did. First I was like, no, I don't want to pay. I was like, okay, fine, that's why I was waiting for you guys for the report, so that if I chose to go to court and get my money back, at least I have a witness saying exactly what the dispute was. So
When you really look at her, she looks like she might have money. She doesn't look broke. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal to just pay the damn tow truck. You made a mistake, you parked in the wrong spot, your car gets towed. Everybody knows that's how it works. That's how it is to live in society. If you're not happy with that, you're not happy with the rules of society, go live in a forest somewhere. Go be a hermit. She really made a mountain out of a molehill. Now, instead of spending $100, she's going to have to spend thousands on an attorney and all that stuff and possible fines. Obviously, she's not going to get any jail time for this, but it's still going to suck a whole lot more than if she just spent the $100.
I can fight for my rights, or I can fight for the law to change, or I can fight for the rules to change. That's real justice system. It can't be just like the powerful people imposing their will on the little people. Like, there's all these spots there. I go upstairs to talk to them. I have a massage coming up. I've been their tenant for over a year, never had any issues, and they want to like impose like dragons of the parking spaces, you know? Like I wasn't doing anything criminal. I was working, I was doing my job. You guys saw that I was about to have another client. All I wanted was for a little bit of respect and a balance of justice. And there was no balance of justice.
Can you see if she has a watch?
We just want to know if you have anything that we need to take from you before you take it to
You
jail.
patted me down.
Do you have?
Patted me down completely.
I patted your clothing. I patted your body to see if you had any weapons on you. Okay, per protocol. Now, jewelry, did not pay attention if you had jewelry or not. Do you have a watch or not? Okay.
No watch.
Not really. I don't need to pay attention if you have a watch or not. It's not illegal to have a watch.
Oh yeah, but it's illegal to ask for a police report. You just like said you don't like to do the hard job of writing. Like, you know, maybe you should go back to school.
Nobody want to do this fucking job anymore? Thankless ass job.
If only you were truly.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
you'd
just.
be happier, but you're not.
You know you have the right to remain silent. Why don't you go ahead and use that right?
Steroids, you're too aggressive, okay?
Yeah.
Learn to truly keep the peace.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
voice
you
is
should
fucked up
study
because
it.
of the steroids.
Yeah.
And my head is
The way
small.
men handle the pregnant petite girl shows.
You're not a girl. You're an old lady.
Okay, oh wow. He keeps being offensive the whole way through. Like crap.
Have fun with this
baby,
I just wish you'd use your right to be quiet.
Should all be in the report. And he hates his job. Wow, what a great candidate for keeping the peace. Beautiful. Your family will be proud.
I want to put the cuffs on you so I can transport you to the jail.
Right? In front or the back?
They're going to be in the back. Alright, I'll put them on the front. Okay? Were they uncomfortable when they were on the back?
Yeah, but whatever, they're gonna be uncomfortable. I don't care.
You just stay right there. No, lean back. Separate your steps. I gotta make sure they can't slip out. Hold on. The trick with these is the less you move, the less painful they are.
Alright, so she was charged with resisting arrest. Now, regarding the music channel, it's been a hobby of mine for quite some time. I have 4 synthesizers, and although I'm not the best pianist, I am getting better over time. And what I cover is mostly video game music as well as Infected Mushroom. So if you're interested in synthesizers or music in general, you might find it interesting. So the link is in the description. The channel is called Josh and Synths. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys on the next one.